So, welcome back to the National Stadium, and we join you with action in the under 17 boys triple jump. Seems as if it's only three competitors here. Okay, so again, action in the triple jump for under 17 boys. Can see one of the officials there just wetting up the area or wetting up the pit. And we're live on Facebook and YouTube. So, wherever you are, if you don't have Facebook, you can find us on YouTube. I'm sure, based on the person we see on the runway now, that it may be more than three competitors. So we just have to wait and see. That's just a test right there. Welcome, Otto Bolden, Trinidad and Tobago's track and field star, Olympic medalist, world champion, now into coaching. Took Jamaica's Brianna Williams to the World Under 20 Sprint Double Championship last year in Finland. Big up yourself, Mr. Bolden. So you're not missing out on any action here at stadium. Not much going on just yet. I'm sure we'll have back Noel Francis later on commentary.
So some results for you just before we resume on track.
So the
In
next track
55, the under
event I
17
think will
girls
be
shotgun
the
competition, we had
400-meter hurdles.
11.65 meters was her best
That's the next
speed
scheduled
in
track
honor of
event,
St. Jago. For the
and
under
that
17
will
boys
be
200 meters
under 17
finals.
girls 400-meter hurdles
On
at
qualifying for heat
3:30,
number one, Jeffrey Barron Calabar,
followed by the under
24.56 seconds.
17 boys
Jelani Warren
400-meter
Collins,
hurdles,
22.83 seconds.
under
Qualifying for
20
heat number
girls
two, Jeffrey
400-meter
Stanton
hurdles at
College,
3:50,
22.10.
and
Christopher
under
Scott,
20
Jamaica
boys
College,
400-meter hurdles
22.17.
at 4
Harriet
o'clock.
Smith Calabar,
Then we move
22.16
into the
seconds. And Jamaica
3,000
Braxton
meters for
Steps,
under 17
22.54 seconds.
boys and under
Qualifying for
17
heat number three,
girls.
Elado Cultus Calabar, 23.08
And
seconds.
then
Jovan
it
Grace
will be
Junior
the
College,
200
23.21
meters
seconds. So the
finals.
finalists for the under 17 boys
Two in the
200 meters are Richard Nelson Carmen
under
College,
17
Jeffrey
section,
Barron
two in the
Calabar,
under
Elado
20
Cultus
section.
Calabar,
Brianna Williams,
Christopher
of
Scott
course,
Jamaica College,
qualify
Harriet Warren
easily
Collins,
for the
Lenora Griffith
final.
Jamaica College,
Girls under
Harriet Smith
20.
Calabar, and Levi
We did
Braxton
not see
Calabar.
action this morning in the under 17 girls. Apparently, that's going to be a
Event number
straight
13, the
final.
under 20 girls triple jump competition. Three
The
competitors
800
were
meter
listed.
finals
The winner, Latavia Brown,
will be
Indonesia,
at
12.92 meters. Second, Caroline
5:35,
Smith,
and
12.66
of course
meters.
the
And
5,000
Harriet
meters for
Felipe
boys
Suarez, St.
under
Jago,
20 will be at
11.97
6
meters.
o'clock, and then we will close out
Under
with
20
the
boys,
sprint
200
hurdles
meters, the qualifiers,
starting at
2 semi-finalists
6:35
of the
with
event
the under
are
17
Antonio
girls
Wilson
100 meter
Petersfield,
hurdles.
22.46 seconds. He was in heat
We're
number
getting
one.
ready now
From heat number two,
for
Shane
the
Pearce,
under
Kingston
17
College,
girls
22.52 seconds.
400
From
meter
heat
hurdles,
three,
and we
Jerome
can
Powell,
see the
Kingston
girls
College,
now
22.30
warming
seconds.
up.
And Yondre McIntosh, Jamaica College, 22.41 seconds. From heat four, Xavier Bulmas, 21.96 seconds. And Javon White receives 22.19 seconds. From heat five, Roger Morris, Clarendon College, 22.27 seconds. And from heat six, Akeem Blake, who ran unattached, 22.94 seconds. So the finalists again for the under 20 boys 200 meters are Xavier Neern, Wilmers, Roger Morris, Clarendon College, Javon Powell, Kingston College, Antonio Watson, Petersfield, Shane Peart, Kingston College, Akeem Blake, Javon White of Receives.
Only two competitors listed on my start list here for the under 17 girls 400 meter hurdles, but I'm seeing three persons out there. O'Connor of Rossies and Davis of St. Jago are the only two competitors we have on our list, but two St. Jago athletes are out there. So there you have it. You're looking on the three competitors for this event. Getting ready. So we're on time here, or maybe just about a minute or so behind. This race is set to go off at 3:30. It's just about 3:31.
So on track now, event number 51, the under 17 girls 400 meter hurdles final. Three competitors listed. In lane number 4 from Receives, Asharia O'Connor. In lane 5 from St. Jago, Quasian Davis. And in lane 6 also from St. Jago, Sasha Reed.
There you have the lineup from the stadium announcer, Donald Smith.
So here they go then for the under 17 girls 400-meter hurdles final. Davis first over the first hurdle of St. Jago. She's in the middle of the pack. On the outside, her teammate Reed. Sharia O'Connor of Overseas. She's in lane number 4. So as it stands at the moment, based on the standards, Christian Davis of St. Jago in the lead. Still Davis running quite strongly. O'Connor Overseas has some work to do. So too Reed on the outside. So just about 4 flights to be cleared now, and it's all Christian Davis of St. Jago from Sachel Reed, O'Connor of Overseas, trying to get back in the mix as well, but it's Christian Davis who's now being passed by her teammate Sachel Reed. Reed now kicks to the front, 1 barrier to clear. Davis staying close by. So Reed of St. Jago clears the final flight ahead, and she finished the race in front. So Reed ahead of Davis, and then O'Connor Overseas in third. 1 minute 02.42 seconds is a flash time. So that's 1 minute 02.41, 1 minute 02.1 for Reed, 1 minute 02.90 for Davis, and 1 minute 08.53 for O'Connor. The top three, the under 17 girls 400-meter hurdles. The under 17 boys 400-meter hurdle is next on track.
So there you have the results. Sachel Reed 1:02.41 for first. Christian Davis, also of St. Jago, 1 minute 02.92 for second. And Sachel O'Connor from Queens, 1 minute 08.53. You're not missing any action because the boys under 17, they are just about getting ready for their competition, 400-meter hurdles. Based on the heat sheet, we should have a full field in this event. Action is also on in the triple jump. The man from Jamaica College there. Seems to be about 6 competitors in the triple jump.
So on track now, event number 52, the under 17 boys 400-meter hurdles. The lane assignments. In lane 2 from Bulmers, Nathan Marks. Lane 3 from Kingston College, Rayon Campbell. Lane 5 from Kingston College, Jaden Brown. Lane 6 from Jamaica College, Robert Walker. And in lane 7 from Excelsior, Charles Simmons. That's the lineup for the under 17 boys 400 meters hurdles final.
On track now, boys, on the 17 meter hurdles. Lane 2, Nathan Marks of Wolmer's. Lane 3, Ryan Campbell of Kingston College. Lane 5, Jaden Brown, Kingston College. Lane 6, Rowan Walker of Jamaica College. And lane 7, Simmons of Excelsior. So, good start there by Simmons from Excelsior. Here is Walker from Jamaica College. So Jaden Brown of Kingston College now takes aim on the back straight. So Jaden Brown now looking quite well there on the back straight. He goes up beside Walker of Jamaica College, and he goes by him. 200 meters to run now. Jaden Brown, large and in charge for Kingston College. A little stutter right there. The man from Excelsior still running a blinder there, Simmons from Excelsior. So Simmons comes off the turn in front. He's tracked now by Jaden Brown of Kingston College. So it's Simmons and Brown of Kingston College. So Brown now edges slightly ahead. Final hurdle. So Brown now, here comes the other competitor from Kingston College now coming through. But Brown will take it ahead of Simmons of Excelsior. And third is Campbell of Kingston College. So flash time 54.01 for Brown, taking that one there for Kingston College. 53.98 the time rounded down for Jaden Brown of Kingston College. Simmons of Excelsior 54.13 ahead of Campbell of Kingston College. So a workmanlike performance there from Jaden Brown of Kingston College, battling the win in the home straight. But his strength carried him over the final hurdle and pushed towards the finish line. So good win there for Jaden Brown of Kingston College, punching his ticket to the Carifta Games there in the Cayman Islands. And it will take place at the Truman Bodden Complex, a beautiful stadium there. So for those who did not see that one, we're going to have a replay of the event coming up on your screen just now. And so next on track it should be the girls under 20 400 meter hurdles. However, let's look at the replay just now. So next on track is the under 20 girls 400 meter hurdles. And we see an outstanding young lady there in lane 3 out of Petersfield. Her name is Shaquina Foot. Lane 4 we have Jonelle Thomas of St. Catherine. And lane 5, LaShawn Graham of Edwin Allen. Good to see an Edwin Allen athlete out here today. Danielle Brissett, also another impressive runner there from Homewood Technical. She runs out of lane 6. Quanda Knight of Homewood Technical is in lane 7. And lane 8 we have Therese Steen from the Rossies High School. So this should be a pretty competitive event at the Boys and Girls Championship. Shaquina Foot had some misfortune there where she hit a hurdle, the first hurdle, and she fell behind and she didn't get back to the field, and so she will be relishing the chance to compete once again against the likes of LaShawn Graham of Edwin Allen as well as Danielle Brissett of Homewood Technical. So looking forward to this encounter. So in lane 1, Kenisha Greenwood of Eden Allen. Lane 2 is empty. Lane 3, Shaquina Foot of Petersfield. Lane 4, Jonelle Thomas of St. Catherine. Lane 5, LaShawn Graham of Edwin Allen. Lane 6, Danielle Brissett of Homewood Technical. Lane 7, Quanda Knight of Homewood Technical. And lane 8, Therese Steen of Rossies High. So the athletes are behind their blocks, awaiting final instructions from the starter. And so this one definitely is going to be competitive. We expect to see a time under 1 minute. Shaquina Foot in lane 3, LaShawn Graham in lane 5, and Danielle Brissett of Homewood Technical in lane 6 should make most of the running. Also cannot count out Jonelle Thomas of St. Catherine High. She's in there with a shot as well. So the middle lanes is where our focus should be. Lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6. As the athletes get down on their mark. Set position now.
So please
Good
start
start there by Brissett of Homewood Technical,
100-meter hurdles.
followed by LaShawn Graham.
Lane 8 for
Thomas
Team
from St.
Sweden.
Catherine is making most of the running. Shaquina Foot is languishing at the back of the field, struggling there a bit. So Daniel Brissett, LaShawn Graham, and Thomas of St. Catherine High doing well. Look to make most of the running right now is LaShawn Graham of Edwin Allen. 200 meters to go. LaShawn Graham of Edwin Allen, she hits the front. Goes past Brissett now of Homewood Technical. Thomas of St. Catherine is giving chase. Here comes Shaquina Foot in the inside lane coming through. So LaShawn Graham is still in the lead. Thomas of St. Catherine is giving chase. And still no serious movement from Shaquina Foot. He comes in the straight now, and it's Graham of Edwin Allen ahead of Thomas. And Graham leads by 2 meters. Shaquina Foot now is coming. Graham hits the final hurdle. Thomas goes by her. Here comes Shaquina Foot. And she comes through to win this one. Shaquina Foot, 58.66 seconds. Misfortune there for Graham, hitting the final hurdle after looking in complete control. And that was all that Shaquina Foot needed to come through to win that one in 58.66 the flash time. Someone is standing by the scoreboard. So it's now running out to 58.63. So Shaquina Foot, who left it a bit late, we could say no, she timed her run to perfection as she came through to win that one, 58.63. Thomas from St. Catherine High got second, and misfortune there for Graham of Edwin Allen, but she got third, 58.92 seconds. So the hurdles, as they always do, provide some drama, and in that particular event there, we didn't know who was the winner until they cleared the final barrier there, and Shaquina Foot came through in the end. So good win there for Foot, who had a misfortune at the Boys and Girls Championship, where she hit the first hurdle and fell behind and never got back into the race. So happy to see that Foot now has also punched her ticket to the Carifta Games in the Cayman Islands here. So as they adjust the hurdle height for the under 20 boys 400 meter final, and this is also going to be a cracker. As you look at the starting lineup, Devontae Archer of Excelsior, he's an excellent hurdler. In lane 2, he's in lane 1. In lane 2, we have Kiwai Campbell, also of Excelsior. In lane 3, Rashid Samuels of Kingston College. In lane 4, Shamar Brown of Garvey Massey. In lane 5, Niquain Henry of Calabar. In lane 6, Kenroy Ellis of Kingston College. Lane 7, Bradley Spencer of Woolmer's Boys. And in lane 8, Corey Josephs of Edwin Allen. So that should be pretty exciting. The athletes are changing into their gear and will hit the track shortly. In the meantime, we still have action in the javelin. The boys under 20 javelin is in progress. Seeing the Camperdown athlete there doing some stretching. And the javelin is one of the events that we'd like to see not only the athletes from Jamaica, but also the Caribbean stepping up on the international scene. We had Kashawn Walcott of Trinidad and Tobago a couple years back doing extremely well at the Olympics. We also have a young man from Trinidad who's doing extremely well. He has been unbeaten so far the Carifta Games. So on track now, the boys under 20 400-meter hurdles, as we see Devontae Archer taking up his position there in lane 1. Also in lane 4, Ishamar Brown of Garvey Massey. Niquain Henry of Calabar steps onto the track now. He will occupy lane 5. And Rashid Samuels of Kingston College. He moves forward now to his lane 3. Also seen Kawhi Campbell of Excelsior in lane 2. Only person I'm not seeing is lane 8, and that should be occupied by Corey Joseph of Edwin Allen, and now he steps on the track. So a full field.
Joel Williamson.
And this is another event that could come down to the final barrier, and then it will be a race to the finish. I'm looking forward to this event, and I know you are too. So cool conditions here in the National Stadium. A bit overcast to our right, but still good conditions for sprinting. As we look forward to a monumental final here in the boys under 20 400-meter hurdles final. Athletes really looking pumped for this event. They know what is at stake. The Jamaica team is very difficult to make.
So on track now, event number
And
27,
so
the under 20 boys 400-meter hurdles.
a lot of these athletes would perhaps have to run lifetime bests
in lane 1,
to
in with 55.82
get
seconds.
on the podium.
1.20 seconds from Excelsior High, Levante Archer.
And so
Lane 2, 55.26 seconds coming in from Excelsior
awaiting
High.
final instructions now.
In lane 3, 52.67 seconds coming in from
So
Kingston
Archer,
College.
Campbell,
Rashid
Samuels, Brown, Henry, Ellis,
Lane
Spencer,
4,
and Joseph
54 seconds coming in
from lanes 1 to 8.
Jamar Brown. In lane 5,
This should be a very, very
53.08 seconds coming in from Calabar.
exciting
Niquain
event.
Henry. In lane 6, 54.79 seconds
And
coming
so
in from Kingston College, Kenroy Ellis. In lane 7, 54.45
good to see
seconds
Niquain
coming in
Henry there from Calabar
Bradley Spencer.
representing.
And in lane 8, 54.72 seconds coming in from Edwin Allen, Corey Joseph. That's the lineup for event 27, the under 20 boys 400-meter hurdles.
As well as Kenroy Ellis. From Kingston College. So the runners go into their blocks now. Archer, Campbell, Samuels, Brown, Henry, Ellis, Spencer, Josephs. Set position. Good start there from the man from Edwin Allen. He went out like a man on a mission. Joseph from Edwin Allen. Good run there by Ellis from Kingston College. Niquain Henry gives chase. Here comes Rashid Samuels of Kingston College running a strong back straight there. Devontae Archer in lane 1. Running like a man on fire. Niquain Henry of Calabar takes aim now and goes in front. Niquain Henry of Calabar being chased by Samuels of Kingston College. Devontae Archer on the inside lane. In lane 1 is coming. But Niquain Henry ahead of Rashid Samuels of Kingston College. So Niquain Henry still with a 4-meter lead. Here comes Brown of Garvey Massey. Niquain Henry is tiring. Brown from Garvey Massey pressing. But Henry will hold on very close. Brown from Garvey Massey comes through. And it's quite close there. 52.23. The flash time there as we wait the official results to see if Henry got it over Brown. But as I said earlier, very good race. And actually, Brown has gotten it from Garvey Massio. So he came through 52.25. So Brown came through on the line to nip Henry 52.26. So good run there from Brown, the man from Garvey Massio, Shamar Brown, nipping Henry on the line there in a very good time there. 52.25 for Brown and 52.26 for Niquane Henry. And so perhaps we have to tell one of the officials there where to stand when he's removing the blocks, because he's standing right in front of the scoreboard, obscuring our vision. So that was the under 20 boys 400-meter hurdles. So good win there for Brown from Garvey Massio. So next on track, we will have the boys under 17 3,000 meters, and that will kick off at 4:20 p.m. So as they announce the finalists for the under 20 boys javelin, good to see a lot of athletes there in the javelin. So over 10 competitors there, which is good to see. So next we'll have the under 17
Those are the participants in the under 20 boys javelin.
boys 3,000 meters, followed by the under 20 girls 3,000 meter final. And then we go into the 200 meters. So lots of action to come here inside the National Stadium on the third and final day of the JAAA Carifta trials in Kingston, Jamaica. Beautiful weather conditions. As you can see, the die-hearted track and field fans here in Jamaica coming out on this Sunday. They could have been elsewhere, but they love their track and field. And they are getting some good performances here. Noel Francis here giving you commentary. Bigging up the crew, Jermaine, Anthony Foster, and Shane, and Garwin Williams. So that's the track alerts crew. Noel Bravo Francis here on commentary. As we look towards the javelin competition area, see the athletes getting warm to hurl the spear into the atmosphere. So you're not missing any action right now. So as we await the runners to come out of the marathon tunnel for the boys under 17 3,000 meters. And we also await the javelin competition to get underway. Also going on is the boys under 20 triple jump. And I'll give you the competitors in that event in a short while. Okay, the competitors in the boys under 20 triple jump: Apollos Edwards of Jamaica College, Javor Bennett of Stets, Omari Mackenzie Cornwall College, Shadrick Williams of Kingston College, Luke Brown, who set a record in the class 2 triple jump at the recently held the Boys and Girls Championship. Brown bounded out to 15.51 meters to claim the gold and the record in the Class 2 triple jump. So he competes here in the under 20 division. Also in this one is Siobhan Parkinson of Titchfield High, Jordan Turner of Calabar High, Jonathan Brooks of Jamaica College, Javil Hemingham of St. James High, Terrell Wilson of Kingston College, and Safin Wills of Jamaica College. So pretty impressive lineup there in the boys under 20 triple jump. And we are looking forward to see some big jumps in that event. Definitely over 15 meters is all we ask. So still waiting on some action on the field. Here is the javelin throw.
So in the pole vault for under 20
Decent.
boys, Joel Williamson
Decent throw there
is about to make his first
as we
attempt
await
at 3.30 meters.
the distance there.
And he clears it. That's Joel Williamson. Leonidas at
So they are measuring the javelin distance.
You must drink water. The same soon start go after the starting.
So we're still at 48.25 meters for Zachary Dillon of Calabar High in the javelin.
Brown of Jamaica College in the under 20 boys.
So 48.25 for Zachary Dillon there,
For his
Calabar
first
High School.
attempt at 3.30 in the pole vault competition is Keto Campbell.
Also the pole vault is going on. And so as we await the next javelin contestant, and it's quite interesting, the pole vault, they are running across the runway of the javelin throws. And here's another throw here. That's a foul from the athlete from Stets. So that's a foul.
His first attempt, and that's the under 20 javelin competition.
Here's another throw. That's another foul as well. So a lot of foul throws there in the under 20 boys javelin.
Smith of Calabar now making his first attempt at 3 meters.
Clearance there in the pole vault by the Calabar High School athlete. And that was Ricardo Smith of Calabar. Here's another athlete in the javelin. Pretty decent effort there. Decent. Oh, it's a foul throw. What is happening down there?
Javelin competition playing Garden of Buckby High.
It's about the third or fourth foul throw in the last few minutes. As the athletes warm up on the runway for the triple jump. So it's all field events action here now. Triple jump, pole vault, javelin.
At 3.30 meters in the under 20 boys.
So that's what's happening now inside the National Stadium on the third and final day of the JAAA Carifta trials. We still have a lot of interesting events coming up. Here is another throw in the javelin from the Calabar athlete. Let's see. Oh, this is a legal throw, which is good to see. So let's see the measurement in this one. So the measurement will come up shortly for so as we await the measurement for the athlete a while ago there in the javelin. So we still await the distance thrown. Having some challenges there, getting the distance in the javelin throw. Still over in the triple jump area. Athletes are warming up, sprinting down the runway, ensuring that they get it right. Quite a number of them look very fast. So you expect them to bound out to some great distances in the triple jump. Still not seeing any measurement down there in the javelin area, but the competition is still well and truly
So just going
continuing.
Raymond Richards of Buck Bay. That's the under 20 boys javelin throw. Just giving you an idea of the leader. That's Shadeen Adamson of Calabar, 48.25 meters. That's the leading throw so far. The boys are about to go into their second attempt. So the distance registered for Raymond Richards of Buck Bay is 36.67 meters. 36.67 meters.
So Allison still leads. Allison from Calabar still leads the boys javelin with 48.25 meters.
So up to make his second attempt now is Shadeen Adamson of Calabar. He's the
So here's Adamson. Let's see if we'll match his distance, his early distance. Wow, that is a very good throw. That is a very good throw.
white
Seems to be over 40 meters there. So Adamson of Calabar with a mighty hurl. So let us see. Let us see what mark will come up on this one.
52.71 meters. 52.71 meters. The distance registered for Shadeen Adamson of Calabar. His second attempt. Going next is Giovanni Haas, also of Calabar.
So we're hearing that it's over 52 meters for Adamson.
His first attempt,
So he extends his lead in the under 20 boys javelin.
for him on his second attempt. .77 meters, 46.77 meters. Improving on his
So-
first throw of 42.09 meters. Going next is Donald Brown of Jamaica College.
So 46.77 meters there. Javelin. It's a flat throw by the Kingston College athlete. The keel answered. So we're waiting the distance to come up on the scoreboard. 43.47 meters.
Of Jamaica College, and his second attempt was Donald Brown of Jamaica College.
So that is the mark for Donald Brown from Jamaica College. So here's another throw. Javelin floating in the air and landing softly.
The white flags raised.
It's a legal throw. So we await the measurement in this one. So it is a good throw. So it's a good throw there. So Terrence Taylor of Stets throwing over 40 meters there. So still triple jumpers warming up, getting ready. To express themselves. Another legal throw there in the javelin. It's good to see. The wind is picking up here inside the National Stadium. But not like earlier when we had like a twister sort of scenario right around the stadium. Even saw two birds taking cover inside the National Stadium. They almost went into gate number 7 there in the bleachers. So still, and that's a no height for the Calabar athlete in the under 20 boys pole vault. The height seems to be at 3 meters. And you would expect that height to be cleared easily. We would prefer to see the boys jumping over 4.4 meters and going close to 5 meters. Not struggling to clear 3 meters. But hopefully they'll get into some sort of rhythm and then they will hit their stride. Okay, that's a clearance there from the Calabar athletes. Good.
Joel Williams now leading us athletics, clearing 3.40 meters on his third attempt.
So it's 3.40 meters. So that is the athlete from Unitas Athletic Club, Ricardo Smith, who shares the same name as the Calabar athlete. So I'm wondering, that is so strange. The same name and the same outfit. Ricardo Smith. We'll have to check that one out. So as we see the volunteers bringing around the hurdles, so we know we're going to have some action on the track in short order. Looking quite uniform in the way they carry out their functions in a straight line.
53.98 seconds.
They
Second,
do
Shamrock Simmons
everything
Excelsior, 54.13 seconds. In third, Ryan Campbell Kingston College, 54.25
together,
seconds. Fourth, Woburn Walker Jamaica College, 56.30.
and it's quite something to
And
see
Nathan and Marks Wilmers, 1 minute 02.23 seconds.
as
For
the
under
javelin
20 girls
competition
400 meter hurdles,
continues.
the winner, Shakina Foot Peters, 50.3 seconds. Second, Janelle Thomas St. Catherine, 58.77 seconds. Third, Lashana
So,
Edwin Allen, 58.92 seconds.
not missing much action on the track as the
1 minute 00.28 seconds.
finals will get underway
1 minute 01.89 seconds.
in short order.
And sixth, Therese Steen receives 1 minute 02.78 seconds. For the under 17 girls 400 meter hurdles, winner Sasha Reed St. Jago.
So 45.85 meters there on the scoreboard in the javelin there.
1 minute 08.53 seconds. And for the boys under 2400 meter hurdles, the winner Shamar Brown Garvin Sale 52.24 seconds ahead of McQueen Henry Calabar 52.26 seconds. Levante Archer Excelsior in third.
So the next athlete that is coming up there.
Fifth, Kenroy Ennis Kingston College 54.59 seconds. Sixth, Bradley Spencer,
That's a very good throw.
55.41 seconds. Seventh, Corey Joseph,
Very good throw there.
55.99.
Legal throw too
And in eighth, KY Campbell Excelsior 56.30 seconds.
from the Calabar athlete.
We'll see come on the track will be 3,000 meters for under 17 boys.
So we await the distance in that one. Around the center circle of the football field.
So at the javelin area, the under 20 boys javelin competition is taking place, and just registering a throw of 54.73 meters is Shade.
So as we await that, we will read out a few results for you. So in the girls under 20 100 meter hurdles heats,
Next is Giovanni Halls of Calabar.
the finalists are in heat 1. Let's start with heat 1. Crystal Morrison of St. Jago High took that one in 13.91 seconds. The wind reading was negative 3.4 meters per second. Second was Winsome Harris of Stets, 14.17 seconds. And third, Alia Lindsay of Convent of Mercy Alpha, 14.64 seconds. In heat 2, Akira Nugent of Excelsior crossed the line first in 13.96 seconds. Second was Rosalie Cooper of St. Jago High, 14.30. Third, Danella Dawkins of the Queen's School, 14.41 seconds. Claudine Smith, who, as we told you, from overseas, Atlanta High, she was fourth in 14.66 seconds and she qualified. And also Jamara Watson of Convent of Mercy, she was fifth in 15.17 seconds. And so the finalists in the under 20 girls 100 meter hurdles are Crystal Morrison, St. Jago, Akira Nugent, Excelsior, Winsome Harris, Stets, Rosalie Cooper, St. Jago, Danilo Dawkins, the Queen's School, Alia Lindsay, Convent of Mercy, Claudine Smith from Atlanta High School, and Jamara Watson, Convent of Mercy. In that one there. So very, very interesting final between Akira Nugent and Crystal Morrison coming up later this evening.
44.76 meters, 44.76
In the
meters registered for
girls
Jamara
under
Brown.
2200 meter dash,
The distance registered
the
for his second.
first heat
Up next is Terrence Taylor of St. Elizabeth
went to
High.
Joanne Reed of St. Jago High, 24.62 seconds. Gabrielle Matthews of the Queen's School was second in 25.02.
Jamaica College.
Kemba Nelson, running out of UTEC, was third, 25.16 seconds. Sabrina Davis of Papine High School, 25.34. And Dominique Clark, Papine High, 26.27. She was fifth. She didn't make it. In the other heat, which was was won by
So Davis
Brianna
of Jamaica
Williams,
College. He
the
continues
double
to lead
sprint
the
world
300
champion.
meters for under
She
17
won in
boys.
23.84 seconds. LaShawn Hay of Rossi's High was second, 24.80. Leon Smith, Spot Valley, was third, 24.93. And the fourth and last finalist was Shanoy Powell of Petersfield, 25.05 seconds. So that is the girls under 20 200 meter results. In the triple jump, Latavia Brown of Edwin Allen, she won with a distance of 12.92 meters. And can you believe this? Remember, we were telling you about the wind that was blowing during that time. I've never seen these wind readings before. The wind reading for that distance by Latavia Brown was positive 9.0. Have you ever heard that sort of wind before? Positive 9.0 during the triple jump. We also have some other results here for the boys under 20 200 meters. Just gonna give you the finalists and their times. Coming into the final with the fastest time, Xavier Neern of Woolmer's boys. He won the class 1 200 meters at the Boys and Girls Championship. So Neern comes into the final with the fastest time, 21.96 seconds. And he ran in a negative 3.2 meters per second wind. The second fastest time, Rajay Morris of Clarendon College, 22.27. Also in a negative wind, 3.3 meters per second. Javon Powell of Kingston College has the third fastest time, 22.30. Antonia Watson of Petersfield, fourth fastest, 22.46. O'Shane Peart of Kingston College, 22.52 is next. Akeem Blake is next, 22.94. Javon White, Rossi's High School, 22.19 seconds. And the final place goes to DeAndre McIntosh of Jamaica College, 22.41. So those are the finalists for the under 20 boys 200 meter final. And giving you the results of the girls under 20 400 meter hurdles. Quite a bang up finish there. Shaquina Foot took that event in 58.63 seconds, ahead of Jonelle Thomas of St. Catherine High, 58.77. LaShawn Graham was third, Edwin Allen. She led for a long time before having some challenges at the final barrier. So she was third in 58.92. Heart-wrenching moment for her because she led the field with about 50 meters to go before she ran into problems. As it is an obstacle event, so that was her challenge there. In the boys under 17 400 meter hurdles, Jaden Brown of Kingston College took that one in 53.98 seconds. Second was Jarvis Simmons of Excelsior, 54.13. Third, Ryan Campbell of Kingston College, 54.25. And fourth, we had Robert Walker of Jamaica College, 56.30 seconds. And in the under 17 girls 400 meter hurdles, only 3 contestants. And this was won by Sasha Reed of St. Jago High, 1 minute 02.41. Second was her teammate, Quayshawn Davis, 1 minute 02.90. And third, Ashari O'Connor, Rossi's High, 1 minute 08.53. In the under 20 boys 400 meter hurdles, Shamar Brown of Garvin Masio, he came through in the nick of time to catch Nicoine Henry of Calabar. Brown's time was 52.24 seconds. Nicoine Henry, 52.26. Third was Devontae Archer of Excelsior, 53.20. Boys 3,000 meters, under 17 on track.
That's 800 meters to run. The man from Port Antonio has gone to the front now. That's competitor 291.
So still on track, the boys under 17 3,000 meters. We have the lane assignments for you for the finals that are coming up. So we have the lane assignments for the girls on the 17 200 meter final, which is coming up shortly. In lane 1, you'll find Crystal Chambers of Rossies High. Lane 2, Shantae Mary of Woolmer's Girls. Lane 3, Glacian Luton of St. Mary High. Lane 4, Brianna Liston of St. Jago High. Lane 5, Carlita Bernard, Mount Alvernia. Lane 6, Chanel Honeywell of Immaculate. Lane 7, Daniel Kent of Papine High. And lane 8, Alia Hilton of Ochiris High. So that's the lane assignments for the girls on the 17 200 meters final that's coming up shortly. And the lane assignments for the boys on the 17 200 meter final. In lane 1, Ali Cranston of Stets. Lane 2, Tarad Smith of Calabar High. Lane 3, Lado Coltas of Calabar. Lane 4, Richard Nelson of Clarendon College. Lane 5, Jeffrey Barron of Calabar High. Lane 6, Christopher Scott of Jamaica College. Lane 7, Jelani Gordon of Woolmer's Boys. And in lane 8, Demar Gracie of Jamaica College. As we look and see the high jump now, the triple jump now in full flow. Calabar athlete looks like Luke Brown.
So
just making a big jump there. So we await his distance as we continue with the lane assignments for the 200 meters. In the girls under 20 200 meter final, in lane 1 you'll find Sabrina Davis, Papine High. Lane 2, Kemba Nelson of UTEC. Lane 3, LaShawn Hay, Rossies High. Lane 4, Brianna Williams running unattached. Lane 5, Joanne Reed of St. Jago. Lane 6, Gabriel Matthews of the Queen's School. Lane 7, Leon Smith of Sport Valley. And in lane 8, Shanoy Powell of Petersfield. And over in the under 20 boys, the big boys they call them, in lane 1 of the boys under 20 200 meter final, DeAndre McIntosh of Jamaica College. Lane 2, Javon White of Rossies High. Lane 3, one of the favorites, Javon Powell of Kingston College. Lane 4, another favorite, Xavier Nairn of Woolmer's Boys. He won at Boys and Girls Championship. Lane 5, Roger Morris of Clarendon College. He's a very dangerous customer. Lane 6, Antonio Watson from Petersfield. And he would want to make amends in this event. Lane 7, O'Shane Peart of Kingston College. And in lane 8, Akeem Blake running unattached. So, didn't get to see the measurement there for Luke Brown. So didn't get a chance to see the distance there by Luke Brown. And so we just had the 3,000 meters being completed. Chambers taking that one. So next on track is the
ladies and gentlemen, we now use
girls
javelin
under 23,000 meters. So next on track is the girls under 23,000 meters.
7th, Ricardo Smith, Leonidas Athletics, 45.18 meters. 6th, Terrence Taylor, St. Elizabeth Technical,
And this one has
45.41 meters. 5th,
Kyan Green,
Shakur Forbes, Belair
Zoe
High,
Ann Wint of Homewood Technical.
45
Kyan
meters.
Green is from Edwin Allen.
4th, Giovanni Hawes,
Also from Edwin Allen.
6.77 meters.
Jaima Davis.
Now for the top 3.
Kellyanne
Shebane McFarlane, Buckbay
Beckford
High,
represents GC Foster
46.1
College.
meters.
And Serena Douglas
Second, Akil
is in this
Hansen,
one
Kingston
for
College, 53.25 meters.
St. Catherine.
The leader from Calabar, Shadane Addison. 54.73 meters. That's Shadane Adamson, Calabar, 54.73 meters.
So
Those are the top 8
javelin throws
boys javelin throw.
been introduced by the stadium announcer there a while ago. As we wait the start of the girls under 20 3,000 meters at the 200-meter mark there. So they go on the start line.
So the under 20 girls 3,000 meters
And they're off. So the 3,000 meters is 7.5 laps. So this is going to be a pretty long race. It will involve a lot of tactics to go with stamina and endurance. Usually these races started out with a tightly bunched pack, and then there's some form of separation after 4 or so laps. So Jima Davis hits the front ahead of Beckford of GC Foster College. Not seen Kayan Green is in this one. She's absent.
Atleticos, Claire. Up next to
So, seen the distance there in the triple jump of 14.82 meters.
The bar is raised at 3.70 meters. Clearing so far is Andrew Bettner of Leonidas Athletics.
And the pole vault is now at 3.70 meters. Still below 4 meters. As we see the Calabar athlete there with a decent effort in the triple jump. As the under 20 girls 3,000 meters continues. Wow. Some tangling up there at the back of the pack. Davis from Edinburgh dropping off now.
6 laps to go now.
6 laps remain. And a number of these athletes are looking quite I'd rather say relaxed in this encounter, biding their time, working out their strategy and on how to outfox their opponents. As we see another effort there in the boys under 20 javelin, landing quite short of some of the distances we have seen so far today. We'll wait the measurement on that one as the boys under 20 triple jump goes on in earnest. Kingston College athlete on the runway just now. And so Beckford from GC Foster College takes them through. As we see a mark there in the boys triple jump, 14.78 meters.
3,000 meters final. Kenyan Beckford of GC Foster College still leads.
And that was done by
Ian Winter for home technical. Close to her as well.
it was Jordan Turner of Calabar. 14.78 meters in the triple jump. So Davis of Ednalin moves up to the front, where she joins Beckford from GC Foster College. And Wint from Homewood. Nice breeze coming over National Stadium, and the sun is making its way back out. The overcast conditions that we saw earlier to our left, that is being cleared up.
So under 4 laps to go in the girls 3,000 meters for under 20.
So the girls 3,000 meters still showing no clear advantage for anyone. This is still anyone's race.
So as they come into the straightaway once more,
as we look forward for someone to really make a move now to try to upset the rhythm of the others. But once it is this close, it's anybody's race, and they are really going very slow, I must tell you, in this event. So Beckford takes them through, and we notice Davis from Edinburgh, she falls to the back once more. So maybe that is her tactic. When she is ready to make her move, she will do so with a burst of speed. But let's see. She has stopped. Davis has stopped, and she walks off the track now. So Davis of Edinalin perhaps feeling fatigue from last week. So she has stopped. And so we are left with 6 athletes in the under 20 girls 3,000 meters. So one athlete is feeling the pressure and has decided to call it quits. So up front now it's still Beckford from GC Foster College who takes them through. As we see
straight away once more, the top 4 remain the same.
As we see Bennett from Stets now completing his triple jump there.
2 laps to go, 800 meters to run.
We await the distance.
And Campbell.
That is Javor Bennett of Stets.
That's been passed by the competitor from St. Diego. Samantha Price, Homo Technical,
So,
now third, followed by
as
Zoe
they await
Wint,
the
also Homo Technical.
measurement there. .83 meters there for Javor Bennett of Stets in the under 20 boys
So
triple jump.
in front now.
So the pace quickening there in the under 20 girls 3,000 meters.
It's the under 20 girls 3,000 meters final. Kellyanne Beckford of GC Foster College still has the lead. The competitor there from St. Diego in second, followed by Price of Homo Technical. And then further back now in fourth is Zoe Wint, also of Homo Technical.
I must say though that the St. Diego athlete in the under 20 girls 3,000 meters, okay, Shanika Mannings.
So as they come towards the bell lap here, it's Mannings, Beckford, and Price. That's your top 3.
And this is
So
the final
400
lap
meters
now.
to go now.
So we should see.
Beckford on the inside from
And
GC
as we
Foster
see the
College.
Homewood Technical athlete who was
Manning
tracking them
of St. Jago now in third as Price looks to go to the front
carefully.
alongside Beckford.
So they pull away from the St. Jago athlete now. So it's Beckford
So as they head onto the backstretch here, it is Kelly and Beckford
and Price.
of GC Foster College and Samantha Price, also of Homewood Technical.
Wow, this is going to be a very good foot race now. So 250 meters to go. Moving up, it's still Beckford and Price together, shoulder to shoulder, stride for stride.
Neck and neck.
190 meters to go. And this is shaping up to be a nice home sprint. So Beckford and Price now as they come around the final bend. Here comes the Homewood athlete. Beckford not giving up. Price, but here comes Beckford now. Moves up ahead of Price, and Beckford showing more foot speed and strength. And Beckford now will win this one from UTEC. 10 minutes 29.87. So good win there by Beckford of UTEC. Ahead of Price of Homo Technical, 10 minutes 30.22. So that one started out a bit slowly, but it ended up quite exciting for Beckford there, out sprinting Price to the line.
10 minutes 50.51. And then coming through as well is Zoe and Wint and Serena Douglas.
So,
And St. Catherine High.
so that ends the under 20 girls 3,000 meters, and then we await the boys 200 meters and girls 200 meters on the 17 finals. So that would be the next event on track, followed by the under 17 boys and girls 800 meters. So still lively competition going on there in the triple jump, as we see.
Just letting you know, the under 20 boys javelin competition is still underway. They are at their fifth attempt. 0.48 meters, 46.48 meters just registered for Giovanni Hawes of Calabar. Up next is Buffet High.
So we'll come back to you when the 200-meter finals are ready.
Good jump there for him. White flag flow, and he still in second, 51.70 registered in his fourth attempt. His best overall so far is 53.25, and we now await the distance for his fifth attempt. .4877 meters, 48.77 meters registered for Akil Hanchad of Kingston College. jump for leader Shadane Adamson of Calabar. Best attempt 54.73 meters registered. Third attempt. We await the distance for his fifth attempt now. In the meantime, at the pole vault for under 20 boys, the bar is at 3.90 meters, and just clearing that is Ronaldo Savory of Leonidas Athletics. Andrew Benton and Michael Kane are both going to make their second attempt at 3.90 meters. Once again, this is the under 20 boys pole vault competition. So the distance just registered for Shakur Forbes of Benirhat, 43.42 meters, and that's for the under 20 boys javelin throw. Up next is Giovanni Hawes of Alabama. 46.80 meters. 46.80 meters registered for Giovanni Hawes of Calabar, bettering his previous best of 46.77 meters, done in his second attempt. Shabay McFadden there of Buff Bay High, registering his sixth attempt. We await the distance. His best attempt, though, was done in his third throw, 53.25 meters. Rather, that's 46.81 meters, 46.81 meters. But that still stands as his best, as his sixth attempt was registered at 45.60 meters. That was Akil Hanchard of Kingston College. Hanchard currently in second. We await the distance for that his sixth attempt. So Akil Hanchard of Kingston College registering 54.90 meters, putting him at the top of the ascendancy. Up next is Shadane Adam of Calabar. White flag raised there is Shadane Adamson of Calabar. We now wait to the distance eagerly. 54.7 meters. And the distance registered for his sixth is 52.8 meters, which means the leader is Akil Hanchard College, 54.90 meters. That's Akil Hanchard of Kingston, 90 meters. So ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the under 20 boys javelin throw. The official results will come to you in short order. Michael Cade of Kingston College now about to make his final attempt at 3.90. And again, this is the under 20 boys pole vault competition.
So the next event you'll see on the track will be the Under 17 Girls 200 meters final. We have the 5,000 meters for Under 20 boys coming up as well. So to the 800 meters finals, the show will be closed with the sprint hurdle events.
For the under 20 boys pole vault competition, just two remaining. The bar now raised at 4 meters, and those two competitors are Andrew Betton and Ronaldo Savory, both of Leonidas Athletics. So on his first attempt at 4 meters, Andrew Benton of Leonidas Athletics cleared. Going next is Andrew Benton. Going next is Ronaldo Savory, also of Leonidas Athletics. He clears also, and he clears also, so that's Ronaldo. Both clearing 4 meters, their first attempt. The bar will now be raised to 4.10 meters. Andrew Benton will now go for his first attempt at 4.10 meters. If you're just joining us, this is the under 20 boys pole vault competition.
results for you. The under 20 girls 3,000 meters run. The winner, Kenyan Beckford, GC Foster College, 10 minutes 29.87 seconds, ahead of Homer Technical Samantha Price, 10 minutes 30.22. In third, Jamaica Manning St. Jago, 10 minutes 50.51. Fourth, Zoe and Wint Homo Technical, 11 minutes 00.56. Fifth, Serena Douglas St. Catherine, 11 minutes 00.81. And in sixth, Britannia Willis St. Jago, 11 minutes 14.
So next on track we have the
under 17 boys 3,000 meters. The winner,
the girls under 17 200 meters.
Second, Amarian Davis, Jamaica College, 9 minutes 34.18. Third is Chadwick Backer, Sport Antonio, 9 minutes 37.35. And in fourth, Devontae Foster, St. Andrew Technical, 10 minutes 55.48. Results for the under 17 boys triple jump competition. The winner, Rajon Ricketts, Jamaica College, 14.43 meters is best, ahead of Jaheim Cox, Kingston College, 14.28 meters. In third, Nikolai Blossom, Jamaica College, 13.95 meters. Fourth, Dante McDonald, Calabar, 13.78 meters. And in fifth, Kimani Thomas, St. Jago, 12.89 meters. Turn your attention now to the 200 meters areas. It's time for the 200 meter events, starting with the under 17 girls race. Event 36, the under 17 girls 200 meters final. The lane assignments. In lane 1 from overseas, Crystal Chambers.
So the under 17 200 meter girls final is up next. Lane 1, Crystal Chambers of Rossies High. Lane 2, Shantae Mary of Woodman's High. Lane 3, Glacier and Luton, St. Mary High. Lane 4, Brianna Liston of St. Jago High. Lane 5, Carletta Bernard, Mount Alvernia. Lane 6, Chanel Honeywell of Immaculate. Lane 7, Daniel Kent of Papine High. And lane 8, Alia Hilton of Ocherius High, as the runners get in behind their blocks for the under 17 200 meter final. So we look towards Brianna Liston of St. Jago High, Carlita Bernard of Mount Alvernia, and Immaculate Honeywell. Should be a pretty interesting race. Set position. Good start there by Brianna Liston of St. Jago High. She speeds around the curve, but also fighting is Honeywell of Immaculate. But Brianna Liston now and Bernard. So Liston heads into the straight with a 2 meter lead. And it's still Brianna Liston of St. Jago High. And she holds that advantage from Bernard. So Liston will take this one, 23.90.
And Chambers on the inside of
flash time on the clock.
23.90 the flash time.
Bernard was second, Mount Alvernia. So Liston takes that one quite easily, the under 17 200 meter girls final.
Wind speed negative 0.4 meters per second. That's negative 0.4 meters per second, the wind speed for the under 17 girls.
So there is no Clayton twins as we await Anthony Foster.
So 23.88 seconds.
Trying to get an interview there with Liston. So the official time now, 23.88 seconds for Liston. Bernard was second. Kalita Bernard of Mount Alvernia. And we await her time. But no doubt the winner there, Brianna Liston of St. Jago High. So the time is now up for Bernard, 24.06. And so the Calabar athlete has cleared that height in the pole vault. He normally dresses up like Spider-Man. If we could get a shot of him there. The Calabar athlete in the pole vault usually competes with Himas. Interesting character there. I remember him upstaging the Kingston College athlete at the Boys and Girls Championships.
So event number 37 on track now, the under 17 boys 200 meters final. The lane assignments. In lane 1 coming in with
So next is the under 17 boys 200 meters. So we have Alike Cranston of Steds. In lane 2 we have Taraj Smith of Calabar. Lane 3,
Taraj Smith.
Coltus of Calabar is in lane 3. Richard Nelson of lane 4, Clarendon College. And in lane 5, Jeffrey Barron of Calabar High. Lane 6, Christopher Scott of Jamaica College. Lane 7, Jelani Gordon of Woolmers. And lane 8, DeMar Gracie of Jamaica College. So 3 Calabar athletes in this one. 2 Jamaica College, 1 Woolmers, 1 Clarendon College, and 1 Stets. So should be a pretty interesting race. Christopher Scott of Jamaica College is running quite well. Also Nelson of Clarendon College, he looked quite impressive in the heats. So we look to Nelson in lane 4 from Clarendon College and the Calabar athletes, as well as Scott from Jamaica College. Set position now. Clean break. Good start there by the man from Clarendon College, Nelson. He flies around the curve. Here comes Scott from Jamaica College. But the man from Clarendon College, Nelson, comes into the straight. Here comes the Calabar fleet. But still Nelson of Clarendon College too. Here comes Scott from Jamaica College coming through. Christopher Scott from Jamaica College comes through. He will take this one. 21.74. Christopher Scott rounded down to 21.70. Christopher Scott, impressive run there on the outside. Comes past the man from Clarendon College, Nelson. 21.89 is his time. But impressive running there in the home straight by Christopher Scott of Jamaica College. This young man is a class 3 athlete. Don't forget that, class 3. And he has come and toppled the big boys in the under 17 boys 200 meter final. So Christopher Scott has punched his ticket to the Cayman Islands. Impressive run there indeed. He finished like a house on fire in the last 50 meters there. Yes, so as we see Spider-Man there in the pole vault, the Calabar athlete, looking like a superhero. So as we look at him trying to clear, the height seems to be 4 meters and 4.20 meters. So Scott there, pretty impressive run, 21.70, which is 100th of a second outside the champs record, 21.69 by Adrian Carr. So Scott still going strong. He won that event Scott's free. And so after his disappointment in the under 17 100 meters, he comes back. And I really believe the 200 meters is his best event. And quite impressive run there. To catch Nelson. And there seems to be a little fracas there at the marathon tunnel. I don't know what's happening. As if there's someone they're trying to restrain an athlete there. If we could get the camera out at the marathon tunnel to see what's happening there. Seems as if there's a fracas. Seems to be under control just now. So seems as if they're restraining an athlete. So we hope everything will be okay. And there will be no more interruptions. And so still we have action in the boys under 20 triple jump. On the runway now is Luke Brown, the record holder in class 2. He represents Calabar High School. So Mr. Brown gets into his rhythm. So here is Luke Brown. That's a very good jump there. Hovering about around the 14-meter mark. Perhaps a bit bigger or longer than 14 meters. So the distance will come up at any minute now. 14.53 meters. Still a little off his champs record, 15.51 meters. As we await the so the girls under 20 200-meter final is up next. And the lane assignments are Sabrina Davis of Papine High, Kemba Nelson representing UTEC. She runs out of lane 2. Lane 3, LaShawn Hay of Rossies High. As you remember, she fall started in the 100 meters at the Boys and Girls Championship. So she would like to make amends here. Brianna Williams, the under 20 world champion. She runs out of lane 4. Joanne Reed runs out of lane 5. She represents San Diego. Lane 6, we have Gabriel Matthews of the Queen School. Lane 7, we have Leon Smith of Spot Valley. And in lane 8, Shanoy Powell of Petersfield. So the athletes are getting into their blocks. And so we have a few no-shows in the under 20 girls 200-meter final. Lanes 1 to 3 seems empty. And it seems that the lane assignments have been shifted around as well, because Brianna Williams is now running out of lane 5. With Joanne Reed ahead of her in lane 6. Gabriel Matthews seems to be in lane 7.
So on track now, event number 3, the under 20 girls 200 meters final. Starting in lane number 3. Coming in with 4.80 seconds from Rossies, LaShawn Hay. In lane 4, coming in with 23.84 seconds, the National Junior and Youth
Okay,
record
so the
holder,
lane assignments are
22.50 seconds, running
as
off
they
the
are.
track. Let's
So
make welcome Brianna
Williams is in lane
Williams.
4. LaShawn Hay is
Lane
in
number
lane
5,
3.
personal best
So
23.39
lanes 1
seconds,
and
comes
2
in with
are empty.
24.84 seconds. That's 24.62
So
seconds
it's
rather.
LaShawn Hay
From
lane
St.
3,
Jacob,
Williams in
Joanne
lane 4,
Reed.
Joan Reed in lane 5, Gabriel
In lane
Matthews in lane
5,
6,
personal
Leon
best
Smith,
23.47
Spot Valley's
seconds,
in lane
comes in with
7,
25.02
and
seconds.
Shanoy
From the
Powell
Queen
of
School,
Petersfield is in
Gabriel
lane 8.
Matthews. In lane 7, 24.93 seconds coming in from Spot Valley High, Leonie Smith. And in lane 8, 25.05 seconds coming in from Petersfield High, Shanoy Powell. That's the lineup for the girls on the 2200 meters final.
As they go on their mark in the under 20 girls 200-meter final here on the third and final day at the J3A's Carifta Trials inside the National Stadium, Kingston, Jamaica. Set position now.
So
Good start by Brianna Williams. She goes by Joanne Reed as they come around the top bend. It is still Williams in charge. Joanne Reed gives chase. Gabriel Matthews as well. But Brianna Williams is leading by about 5 meters. Joanne Reed is trying to keep pace, but Brianna Williams is large and in charge. She will win by about 7 meters, 23.27. Joanne Reed of San Diego gets second, but Williams 23.26. Official time 23.99 for Joanne Reed, and Hay 24.17. She gets third. But Brianna Williams is out of class at these championships, and she's doing extremely well. So, very good win there by Brianna Williams, the World Under 20 double sprint champion, showing her class here and looking quite impressive indeed. So we have next on track the boys under 20 200-meter final. And so the boys under 20 200-meter final is next. Lane 1, DeAndre McIntosh of Jamaica College. Lane 2, Javon White of Russell's High. Lane 3, Javon Powell of Kingston College. Lane 4, Xavier Nairn, who won the Class 1 boys title. Lane 5, Rajay Morris of Clarendon College. Lane 6, Antonio Watson of Petersfield. Lane 7, O'Shane Peart of Kingston College. And in lane 8, Akeem Blake, who's running unattached.
So event number 4 coming up now, the under 20 boys 200 meters final.
So no sign of DeAndre McIntosh of Jamaica College in lane 1.
In lane 1, coming in with 22.41 seconds. Well, lane 1 seems to be empty. So we go to lane 2, coming in with 22.19 seconds. From Russell's High, Javon White. In lane 3, from Kingston College, 22.30 seconds coming in. Let's make welcome Javon Powell. In lane 4, 21.96 seconds coming in from Bulmer's, Xavier Nairn. In lane 5, 22.27 seconds coming in from Clarendon College, Rajay Morris. In lane 6, 22.46 seconds coming in from
So the runners are behind their blocks. So as we look to the triple jump area, Luke Brown is on the runway. So he's speeding down the runway, Luke Brown.
He's running unattached, Akeem Blake.
And that is a legal jump. And so as we await the measurement, we go back to the under 20 boys 200-meter final. This should be a cracker. White, Powell, Nairn, Morris, Watson, Peart. and Blake on their mark. Set position now. And they're off. Good start there by Xavier Neern of Woolmers. Also running well, Antonio Watson. As they come around the bend, Antonio Watson or Rajay Morris and Xavier Neern. Xavier Neern hits the front. Here comes Antonio Watson on the outside. Rajay Morris will come back, but Xavier Neern is holding him at bay. Xavier Neern, as he did at the Boys and Girls Championship, wins. Xavier Neern goes across the line first. Pretty close between Antonio Watson and Rajay Morris there for second. But Xavier Neern shows his class, taking that one. The time has not come up yet on the scoreboard, but Xavier Neern is the under 20 boys champion here at the 2019 Carifta Trials inside the National Stadium.
Positive 0.4 meters per second is the wind speed. That's positive 0.4 meters per second.
Kept his composure in the straight to hold off the fast finishing Rajay Morris and Antonio Watson in the final 30 meters. Pretty good run there by Xavier Neern of Woolmers boys. Still awaiting the official time. But good run there from Xavier Neern. And also good to see Antonio Watson finishing the race injury-free.
Meantime, that's 15.71 meters. 15.71
So
meters.
the screen has now gone totally blank.
20 boys triple jump competition.
So it's still showing boys 17 to 19, but nothing else. So we don't have the official time to give to you just yet. And the race looked pretty fast. As we go down stairs in a few minutes to Anthony Foster, who has Brianna Williams with him. So we'll give you that interview in a short while.
Okay, we're here with Brianna Williams, winner of the 200 meters. You had earlier yesterday, a matter of fact, won the 100 meters. First of all, tell us about your performance overall at Carifta Trials this year.
It was a great one, but I'm so glad I came out here and finished injury free, and I'm glad that I feel healthy as well.
Looking on your performance in the 100 yesterday compared to your performance in the 200 today, did you probably, I would say, get what you wanted?
Not really, but despite the negative headwinds, the headwinds, I think I still came out here and did my best.
But you didn't really come with any particular aim as to you want to work on this part of your race or anything like that?
I wanted to work on my drive phase, especially for the 100, because it was my first 100 of the season yesterday in the prelims. So I didn't really get a great start, but I'm still happy.
Carifta Games, you were the under 17 champion the last time. You stepped up now in the under 20 category. Are you going to do the 100 and the 200, or are you just going to focus on one?
I'm not sure yet. We're going to have to go over with my coach, and we will find out at Carifta.
A very important year this for you, having won the sprint double at last year's World Under 20 Championships. What do you set as your main aim for this year, as your main target?
My main target is to go to the JAAA Trials for the World Championships and hopefully to make the team.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Back upstairs to you, Jermaine.
On track now is the 800 meters for under 17 girl. Present is Shanae Waters, St. Mary High. She's running from lane 1. Lane 2, Jodian Mitchell, Homewood Technical. Lane 3, Onika Brissett. Lane 3 rather, Sabrina Breckenridge, St. Jago. Lane 4, Onika Brissett, Receives High. Lane 5, Port Antonio's Shanila Clark Gibbons. Lane 6, Vanessa Ward, Titchfield. Lane 7, Alicia Robinson, St. Elizabeth Technical. In lane 8, Sabrina Brick, Alicia Douglas, St. Jago, and Kishay Rose, Sporting. And the gun sends them away. The 800 for under 17 girls. Good start for Kishay Rose. She is the Class 3 girls champion at the Boys and Girls Championships. She's at the top as they go to the back straight away now. Traveling well on the inside is Shanae Waters of St. Mary High 2. Douglas of St. Jago also putting herself into the top 3. The early leader is Kishay Rowe of Sporting. They are closely bundled now, but still at the head is Kishay Rowe of Sporting High. They come around to go into the straightaway. Breckenridge and Douglas of St. Jago also present. As he is the top 3, we see receives is Onika Brissett.
time 23.26 seconds. Second, Joanne Reed St. Jago, 23.99 seconds. Third, LaShawn Hay, Reese High, 24.17 seconds. Fourth, Gabrielle Matthews, The Queen School, 24.33 seconds. Fifth, Yon Smith, Spot Valley, 24.65 seconds. And sixth, Shanice Powell, Petersfield, 24.70 seconds. Those were the results for the under 20 girls 200 meters. For the under 17 boys 200 meters, the winner, Christopher Scott, Jamaica College, 21.70 seconds. Second, Richard Nelson, Clarendon College, 21.89 seconds. Third, Jelani Gordon, Wilmers Boys, 21.97 seconds. Fourth, Tiraj Smith, Calabar, 22.09 seconds. Fifth, Elado Coltus, Calabar, 22.10 seconds. Sixth, Jeffrey Barron, Calabar, 22.14 seconds. Seventh, Elite Cranston, Stets, 22.52 seconds. And eighth, Damar Gracie, Jamaica College, 22.72 seconds. Those are the results for the under 17 boys 200 meters. The results for the under 17 girls 200 meters. And you will hold those results. One sends them away just for competing in this, the under 20 girls 800 meters. Traveling well already is Campbell. She's running unattached. But as they approach the 200 meters mark now, Scaff and Burt. The two leaders, so Scaff, Burt, Campbell. Leaving behind Cope of Spalding. So with the bell sounding, Abigail Scaff of St. Mary High, she's slightly ahead of Tower Burt of Racines. Now closing in is Tavari Campbell running unattached. Spalding's Charisse Cope also closing. So all four closely bunched together. Trying to make a move now is Tara Burt of Racines. Right beside Abigail Scaff of St. Mary. Scaff now slightly pulling away on the back straightaway there. Just less than 250 meters to go, and it's still Abigail Scaff of St. Mary holding on to that lead. Making good ground is Cherise Cope of Spalding High. She's now second, right beside Abigail Scaff of St. Mary. Less than 200 meters to go now, and they're both right beside each other. Scaff of St. Mary, Cope of Spalding. And Cherise Cope of Spalding pulling away, slightly from Abigail Scaff of St. Mary. Less than 80 meters to go now, and it's Cherise Cope of Spalding High, some 10 meters. Behind her is Abigail Scaff of St. Mary, making ground now. It's gonna be a rush toward that finish line. And Abigail Scaff of St. Mary High gets it just ahead of Cherise Cope of Spalding. That was the under 20 girls, 800 meters. And now just crossing the line in third. That was Tara Burt of Racines. And fourth goes to.
Right, so we continue with the results here. Thank you, Javon. The under 20 boys 200 meters, the winner, Xavier Nearon Woolmers, 20.86 seconds, ahead of Antonio Watson Petersfield, 20.91. In third, we have Reggie Morris, Clarendon College, 20.92. Fourth, Javon Powell, Kingston College, 21.41. Fifth, Shane Peart, Kingston College, 21.63. Sixth, Javon White, Racines, 21.64. And Akeem Blake, who ran out unattached, 23.09 in 7.
results for the 200 meters for girls under 17. Winning that one was Brianna Liston of St. Jago, 23.88 seconds. Second, Coletta Bernard, Mount Alvernia High, 24.06 seconds. Third, Glacian Luton, St. Mary High, 24.49 seconds. Fourth, Crystal Chambers, Recedes High, 24.54 seconds. Fifth, Alia Hilton, Ocherios, 24.96 seconds. Sixth, Chanel Honeywell, Immaculate Conception, 24.98 seconds. Seventh, Daniel Kent, Pepin High, 25.25 seconds. And eighth, Shantae Myrie, Wilmer's Girls, 26.51 seconds. Those were the results for the under 17 girls 200 meters.
But Paul, you know what is about 17? No way. I was struggling to remember, what he was talking about 17. I saw his ID once, so that's why. Coronavirus. Team gonna finish at 12 o'clock. So welcome back to the National Stadium. We have next on track the under 20 boys 800 meter final, and just like at the boys and girls championship, we're expecting a very fast race. Part of the problem we're having though is the scoreboard isn't working, so we would not want to have a situation where there's a very fast time or a personal best by any of these athletes and it's not recorded. But we will do what we can to give you coverage of this exciting final. So in lane one, these are the lane assignments. In lane one, David Martin of Calabar High School. In lane two, Dwayne Moore of Maximum Athletic Club. In lane three, we have Richard Brown of Rossies High. In lane four, Tyrese Taylor of the Enid Bennett High School, formerly Bogwalk High. As you recall, he ran 1:48.91 at Champs, very fast time, and he still got second. And in lane 5, we have Tyrese Reed of Spot Valley. He won the 1500 meter earlier today. And in lane 6, we have Siobhan Hall of Edwin Allen. And in lane 7, we have Kimar Farquharson. He is the record holder in the Class 1 Boys 800 meters at Boys and Girls Championship, 1:48.67. An unbelievable time. As you remember, the record of 1:48.84 stood since 1987, even before Hurricane Gilbert. And so we were privileged to see Kimar Farquharson running 1:48.67 seconds to take down that 32-year-old record. So he runs out of lane 7. And in lane 8, we have Williams from St. Jago. So pretty impressive field. Kimar Farquharson and Tyrese Taylor and the other Tyrese Reed, should make this a pretty exciting affair. But as we said earlier, we are not seeing the scoreboard. It is showing you the signal of when we were young and the TV was signing off at midnight. So we hope to get the scoreboard working because this could be a pretty fast race. Boys under 2800 meter final. Kimar Farquharson, the record holder at Boys and Girls Championship. Tyrese Taylor is there, and Tyrese Reed of Spot Valley. And these Three young men like to take it out. They don't like to lose, which makes the race very interesting. They are determined and they usually go out
So the big one on track
fast
for the under 20 boys 800 meters
in the
final.
first lap. I expect it to be up between 52 and 53 seconds.
All the competitors to get
And we hope that
to
the
their mark.
scoreboard
Here's
oblige
seconds then.
and begins to
In
function
lane 1 minute 58
in time for this event.
coming in from Calabar, David Martin. Lane 2, 1 minute 56.36 seconds coming in from Maximum Aerobics, Dwayne Moore. In
So,
lane 3, 1 minute 59.
as we await
coming in from
the
Received,
starter in
Richard
this
Brown.
event,
In lane 4, 1 minute 56.33 seconds coming in.
so
Second
Martin,
at
Moore,
Champs, first
Brown,
1 minute
Taylor,
48.85
Reed,
seconds
Paul,
from
Farquharson, and
Eden
Williams.
High, Tyrese Taylor. In lane 5, 1 minute 59.32 seconds coming in. Personal best 1 minute 49.30 seconds from Spot Valley High, Tyrese Reed. In lane 6, 1 minute 56.35 seconds coming in from Edwin Allen High, Shavoni Hall. In lane 7.
So after the 800 meters, we'll have the 5,000 meters under 20 boys, and then we'll have the hurdles finals to close us out.
And in lane 8, 2 minutes 0.87 seconds this time coming in from St. Jago High, Jelando Williams.
And so
For the under 20 boys, 800 meters final.
we are now ready for the final in this under 20 800 meter boys.
Will we have a blast again in the 800
And here they are,
meters?
they're off.
Let's
Tyrese
wait and
Taylor of
see
Enid
as
Bennett
Tyrese Taylor
goes out
starts
very
fast.
fast.
So too Reed
Also
on the
Williams of
side
San
goes
Diego.
Richard
So
Brown
the
proceeds.
two Tyrese
In
take
lane
it out.
3,
Tyrese Taylor and Tyrese Reed. Also we have in lane 3 Brown from Russie's High. But Tyrese Reed now hits the front, followed closely by Tyrese Taylor. And we're not sure what's happening with Kimar Farkas. He's second to last, third to last now. He's moving around the pack, getting in touch with them now as they come around the top bend. So still Tyrese Reed in the lead of Spot Valley. Tyrese Taylor of Enid Bennett is in second. Kimar Farkas now, the boys champs winner, comes into the play right now. So Tyrese Taylor now hits the front. Brown from Rossies is second. Tyrese Reed third. 53 seconds for the first lap. So Tyrese Taylor being followed closely by Kimar Farkas now as they head into the back straight. So just as it was in boys and girls championship, Kimar Farkas told me that he doesn't like to make his move early. He likes to watch them. And so he settles nicely behind Tyrese Taylor on the back straight with 240 meters to run. So Tyrese Taylor being tracked by Kimar Farkas. 200 meters to go now. Still Tyrese Taylor from Kimar Farkas. This is a replay of the boys and girls championship. It is only missing Tyrese Roden from Kingston College. And so as they come around the top bend now, let's see if Taylor can hold off Kimar Farkas. Farkas now with Tyrese Taylor. And both of them now are coming down shoulder to shoulder. Kimar Farkas, Tyrese Taylor. Tyrese Taylor now hits the front in front of Kimar Farkas. And Tyrese Taylor has won this one, 149.76. Kimar Farkas look as if he wanted just to qualify. He was looking around, and Tyrese Taylor winning that one, 149.76. Kimar Farkas gets second, and Tyrese Reed from Spot Valley comes through for third. And that was another exciting race indeed. Tyrese Taylor and Kimar Farkas made it a two-horse race. And I'm happy for Taylor to see him getting the win there and punching his ticket as well to the Carifta Games in the Cayman Islands at the Truman Bodden Complex. And Kimar Farkas there getting second. Tyrese Reed would have won the 1500 meter earlier, so he would have been on the team as well. So very good run there by him to come through for third. So very nice run there from Tyrese Taylor of Enid Bennett, and well done also to Kimar Farkas, the champs winner, coming through for second. And this is very encouraging. You know, you want to see Jamaica do well in the middle distance events. And we have quite a few youngsters who are giving us some hope in that regard. So, 1 minute 50.334 Farquharson for second. And Reed 150.39 for Tyrese Reed in third.
Didn't disappoint in the end for sure. Next event on the track
So,
will be the 5,000 meters for under 20 boys.
So we have the 5,000 meter coming up for under 20 boys. And let's see if Kevroy Venson of Calabar, who looked out of sorts in the under 20 1500 meters earlier, where he finished at the back of the field. Let's see if he will show up for the 5,000 meter and make amends, because he's really an outstanding talent, and I like to see that young man compete. Kevroy Venson, very determined, doesn't like to lose, and he runs and tries to dictate the pace very early, and then he has a finishing kick like Mo Farah. So he's someone to watch. Kevroy Venson of Calabar. Let's see if he will come out for this one. The boys under 25,000 meters. The participants, as we have them on the heat sheet here: Kevroy Venson of Calabar, Rivaldo Marshall also of Calabar, Davian Gray of Stets, AJ Sweeney of Edwin Allen, Fabian Campbell of Jamaica College, Sean Smith also of Jamaica College, Akeem Tomlin of Belfield High, Javon Francis also of Belfield High, Kirk Dawkins of Kingston College, and Enric Nelson of St. Jago High. So that's the field for the under 20 boys 5,000 meters, which is next on track. We still have a few minutes before the start of that event. The triple jump is now over, and we would get the results for you shortly in that event. We also await the scoreboard to get back up to speed, as the shadows lengthen across the National Stadium as we are coming down to the wire. So after the 5,000 meters, we will have the hurdles, 100 meter hurdles on the 17 and under 20 girls, and the 110 meter hurdles for under 17 boys and under 20 boys. So looking at some of the athletes out there at the 200 meter mark, I'm seeing looks like 7 competitors. Well, we have 10 here. So we wait to see if the other 3 are coming out. But it looks as if Venson is out there from Calabar. I'm not seeing his teammate Rivaldo Marshall. So it seems as if 7 of them will face the starter. Current time now is 6:01 Jamaica time. In the interim, so this is the 5,000 meters. This is 12 and a half laps, so we have a lot of time. And as I said, Kevroy Venson is the athlete to look out for in this one. He hits the front. alongside Davian Gray of Stets and AJ Sweeney of Edwin Allen. So Kevroy Benson running in his orange spikes, dictating the pace from early, as he usually that's his style. Just to give you some results in the under 20 boys 200-meter final, that went to Xavier Nairn of Wolmer's boys, 20.86. The wind speed was 0.4 meters per second. Second went to Antonio Watson, 20.91. Edging out Rajay Morris of Clarendon College, 20.92. Javon Powell of Kingston College was fourth, 21.41 seconds. And fifth was O'Shane Peart, also of Kingston College, 21.63. Javon White of Rossies was sixth, 21.64 seconds. Akeem Blake of Jamaica College was 7:23.09. And DeAndre McIntosh of Jamaica College did not start. So 20.86 the winning time there for Xavier Nairn, Fulmers, in the under 20 boys 200-meter final. So the boys under 25,000 meter continues. It's Sweeney from Stets out in front, followed by the Jamaica College athlete, Kevroy Benson. And Sweeney from Edwin Allen. So those four have separated out in a file. So Benson now from Gray of Stets, Campbell of Jamaica College, Sweeney from Edwin Allen. Those four. Kingston College Kirk Dawkins is in fifth. Sean Smith of Jamaica College is in sixth. And Hendrick Nelson of St. Jago High is in seventh. So only 7 athletes face the starter today instead of the 10 that is on the heat sheet. So Venton now leading by at least 15 meters now. So Gray is running reservedly into second. Sweeney from Edwin Allen ahead of Campbell of Jamaica College. So 8 laps remaining. This is a 12.5 lap event. So Venton now by 20 meters. And he would really have to fall into a hole to really lose from here. But stranger things have happened, and as you can recall, at the Boys and Girls Championships last week, in one of the greatest races I've ever seen, with Jaquan Coke of Kingston College in the Class 3 800 meters, he was behind by about 65 meters. And Tavon Martin was on record pace. And Jaquan Coke found a burst of speed in the last 150 meters to cut that deficit, wipe it out completely, and pass a stunned Tavon Martin with about 5 meters to go to the finish line. And as I said, it was one of the finest races I've ever seen. And speaking to Jaquan Coke afterwards, and I asked him if he thought he could have won that race when he saw the deficit that he had to make up, and he said, "I always felt I could win that race, sir. The only thing I'm not sure why I allowed him to get that far." So it was a tremendous race, and it had the crowd on their feet. even the neutrals.
So Benson
So,
continues his lead here.
so Venson now still leading
David
by
Gray of St.
about
Elizabeth
22
Technical
meters. Gray
staying
tracks
close
him,
behind him.
and a long way back, another 70 meters for third, with Sweeney and Campbell. Sweeney from Edwin Allen, Campbell from Jamaica College, and Dawkins another 50 meters back. Dawkins represents Kingston College. So Venson having his own way.
Into the straightaway once more, and it's still Benson.
Easy stroll,
The
easy
lead
Sunday
goes
stroll
sizable
as we
in front
call
of
it. 7
Gray
minutes 33
in second from
seconds
St.
on the
Elizabeth
clock
Technical. Sweeney
as
still in third, followed by Fabian Campbell.
Venson now
So 6 laps to go now for
with 6 laps remaining.
Benson and Gray.
So Venson looking large and in charge here, representing Calabar.
So onto
In
the backstretch
second,
once more. Sweeney now has 6, so to
we have
Fabian
Gray
Campbell of JC.
from Stets. Sweeney running a bit flat-footed there for Eddie Allen in third. And Campbell taking it easy behind him there in fourth. Dawkins now moving up for Kingston College into fifth. And the lead is now about 40 meters as Venson has changed into another gear. 50 meters now. He's really punishing them. So Venson now
So Benson
comes into the
straightaway once
straight, leading by at least
Still Benson.
50
David
meters,
Gray in second of St. Elizabeth Technical.
and looking quite strong indeed is Kevroy Venson of
5,000 meters in
Calabar
high school. He now
in his
has
orange
5 laps to
spikes.
go.
5 laps remaining for Venson.
5 laps to go for David Gray now of St. Elizabeth Technical.
Gray is doing his best to
Campbell now
keep
moves into
second,
third, just ahead of AJ Sweeney
and it would have to take a miracle
of
for him
Eddie
to
Allen. And the man from
lose that
Kingston
spot.
College, that's
Fabian
Kurt
Campbell now
Dawkins.
goes past Sweeney of Edwin Allen, jogging
Benson
in third spot there.
has brought his lead to about 60 meters or so,
And Venson now is on the verge of lapping
and it gets wider with each stride. So Gray of St. Elizabeth Technical still in second.
one of the
Campbell
athletes
still
there.
battling for third, but Campbell is in third at the moment.
And so Venson now
Sweeney and then Dawkins into the straightaway. once
is coming
more
into the
for
straightaway
Benson
now,
of Calabar.
and he's going to lap the runner there
Gray now at the 150 meter mark.
from Jamaica College. So Venson now goes
So
past the
Benson
athlete.
has 4 laps
10,
to go.
11 on
Some
the clock.
mile to run,
So
1,600 meters to go.
4 laps remaining now
Kevroy Benson of Calabar.
for Kevroy Venson. He leads by a country mile, as they say in Jamaica. 2 country miles make that
Gray
as he go around to the back straight. So Kevroy Venson,
4 laps to go as well.
as he goes approaching the marathon tunnel to where the
Sweeney and
Calabar
Campbell,
supporters usually
third and fourth respectively. Then Dawkins
are
of
stationed,
Kingston College.
are usually stationed. So 200 meters, 200 meter mark now, and Venson now
Campbell now.
really distancing himself from the rest of the field.
4 laps now left for Dawkins.
This
of
is
Kingston
a
College.
very wide
Benson
margin,
Gray at the top of the
and
straightaway
Venson
here.
now is at the top of the straight while Gray is still at the 200 meter mark.
Another long-standing Jamaican distance runner.
So Venson now
Memory, Kemoy Campbell, formerly of Belfield, ran most of these longer races by himself.
So Venson now coming to the
Emanating him at the moment. He has a smile
to the
on his
finish
face.
line. He has another 3 laps to
for
go.
Kemoy Benson.
Gray from Stets. So the lead is now about 115 meters, and Venson all alone,
So Benson
all alone on this Sunday
leading by about
afternoon.
140 meters now. David Gray steps in second.
He can look across and see Gray from where he is over on the back straight.
So Gray now has 3 laps to run.
And
Sweeney and
Venson
Fabian Campbell
really
exchanging third and fourth throughout the race.
large and in charge in
Sweeney's
this
now
one.
in third,
He's
Campbell
running,
in fourth, then Dawkins of Kingston College is in fifth.
and looking at Venson, he's running like a man with 4 lungs.
Kevroy Venson already passing the 200-meter mark once more.
And Venson
Looking to wrap up this 5,000 meters.
looking
quickly.
very strong
Maybe late
in
for
this
his
one.
Sunday dinner, so he wants to make sure that he gets there before the pot is empty. So into the straightaway once more for Vincent of Calabar.
So
Gray still on the back stretch
12:32
here.
on the clock. Venson still running strong.
Lead just about 150 meters or so.
As I said, this young man, he doesn't run to lose.
So
He doesn't know how.
next to go now for Vincent
So
of
it was
Calabar,
quite surprising to
800
see him
meters to run
earlier in the
for him.
1500 meters. Unless he wasn't
Vincent
interested.
burst in a sweat.
Yes.
Vincent of
So
Calabar.
Venson now leading by 140 meters
Davian Gray now entering the straightaway once more for St. Elizabeth.
from Davian Gray. And the third spot has now gone back to Sweeney of Edinallen. He has switched places with Campbell of Jamaica College.
Of Jamaica College.
And the Kingston College athlete Dawkins is still in fifth.
Opening a gap as he looks to consolidate his position
And
in third.
Venson now
Vincent at the 200-meter
coming
mark.
around. It seems as if he has more work to do. He
Gray
seems
now
to
has 2 laps or under 2 laps to run.
want to lap the other runners in the field. And so
Charge.
I know that if he
Left for Kevroy Vincent
if
of
he
Calabar
laps the
in this
Kingston
race.
College athlete, the
2 laps left
Calabar
for Sweeney
supporters
and Fabian Campbell.
are going to
2
go
laps
into
left for
raptures.
Dawkins
And
of
so
Kingston College.
Venson now
In charge at the moment. As he begins to
not
press
seem into,
on the gas.
it's the last lap now, and Venson
Kevroy Vincent of Calabar. What more can he achieve in this 5,000 meters run?
taking his time going around the
Wait
final
and
lap.
see as targets lie ahead.
And so
Davian Gray,
his next objective is to lap the Kingston College
second position.
athlete who is doing his best for that to happen. And Venson now starting to stride out on the back straight. He's going to lap the Kingston College athlete. And I can hear the Calabar supporters now going berserk. Listen to them now, the Calabar supporters. So Venson has gone past the Kingston College supporter, and he has Fabian Campbell and Sweeney in his sights. Both of them jogging now. Here comes Venson in the final home straight. He goes past them. Venson now showing them a clean pair of heels. Goes across the line, 15:04.64. So Venson seems to have a lot of running in him. Seems to as if he has another 2 laps to go. So he's just taking the time now to warm down. And Venson punches the air now to his supporters. He's now on the team to the Cayman Islands. So the race is now on for third and fourth in my book, because Davian Gray of Stets has 120 meters to go
And still finishing second position
to get the second spot.
as the gap is so wide between himself and
So the battle light of the crowd who wanted to see
meters. So Dawkins across
some
the
competition there.
meters
So
run.
the most exciting part of the race was really for third,
Gray 16 minutes
where Campbell just did enough to hold off Sweeney of Edinallen.
in the under 20 boys.
So Dawkins
1,000 meters. The next event you see
Dawkins is finished in fifth, and it seemed as if the other runner
meter hurdles for under
had
17
stopped.
girls, followed by the 100 meter hurdles,
The other runner from Jamaica College had stopped, so
110 meter hurdles for under 17 and under 20.
so there's no one coming in for sixth. And as the lights come on in the National Stadium here, we see the volunteers getting ready to put the hurdles on the track, where we'll have the under 17 and under 20 girls 100 meter hurdles final to be followed by the under 17 and under 20 boys 110 meter hurdles final. So those are the 4 events left on the program to close out the JAAA Carifta trials here inside the National Stadium, the 2019 Carifta trials.
Here are the results for the under 20 boys 800 meters. Winning that event was
And
Tyrese
so the
Taylor,
volunteers are now
1 minute 49.75 seconds. Second,
putting
Kimani
the
Ferguson
barriers
Calabar, 1 minute 50.33 seconds. Third, Tyrese Taylor,
on the
Scott
track.
Valley, 1 minute 50.39 seconds. Fourth, Dwayne Moore, Maximum Aero, 1 minute 51.80 seconds.
So
Fifth, Richard Brown, Recease High, 1
until
minute
those
52.6
events are ready,
Sixth, Siobhan Hall.
we're going to have a lull in
1
activity.
minute 54.62 seconds. Seventh, David Martin, Calabar, 1 minute 55.87 seconds. And eighth,
24.68 seconds.
The under 17 100-meter hurdles final. Set position now.
So
Good start there. Crystal Shaw of Queens. Also Goodison of, but still Crystal Shaw, but Kayla Gay Clark and Crystal Shaw. But look at the inside lane of Goodison of Rossi's High. She falls at the, oh, she falls at the finish, and it seems as if Kay Clark of San Diego will take that one, 13.88 ahead of Crystal Shaw. Goodison was making the most of it when she fell at the final hurdle. And so the winner there, Kayla Gay Clark of St. Jago High, 13.83. Crystal Shaw of the Queen's School was second in 13.87. Unfortunate there for Goodison. She's inconsolable. Oh my, she had it in the bag, and then she fell right at the final hurdle there. It was so close, and yet so far for Chantel Goodison of Rossi's.
Fourth, Ricardo Smith representing Leonidas
Tough luck there.
3.60 meters. Fifth, Joel Williamson, also representing Leonidas Athletics, clearing 3.40 meters. And sixth, Keto Campbell, representing Leonidas Athletics, clearing 3.20 meters. Those were the results for the under 20 boys pole vault.
So they are adjusting the height of the hurdles for the can still hear Goodison there and see her. She is really hurting there. I don't think it's so much from the fall, but the fact that she had the race and then
The results for the boys under 20
see her dreams go up in smoke.
The winner of that event, Apollos Edwards of Jamaica College. His best attempt, 15.71
So
meters.
it's going to be a long ride for her,
Joel Wilson,
going
Kingston
back all the
College,
way to Hanover.
15.50 meters. Third, Siobhan Parkinson, Titchfield, 15.16 meters. Fourth, Luke
Really
Brown,
heart-wrenching for
15.11
Goodison
meters.
of
Fifth,
Rossi's.
Safin Wills, Jamaica College, 14.96 meters.
So next on track is the
Jordan
under
Church,
20
Calabar, 14.80
girls
meters.
100
Seventh, Chadwick Williams,
meter
Kingston
hurdles
College,
final.
14.39 meters. And eighth, Umari Mackenzie,
And the lane
Owen
assignments.
College, 14.07 meters.
We have
Those
Jamara
are the
Watson in
results
lane
for the
1.
under
She's
20
from the
boys
Convent of Mercy Alpha. Claudine Smith is running unattached. We saw her in the triple jump earlier. She runs out of lane 2. Lane 3, Winsome Harris of Stets. Lane 4, Crystal Morrison of San Diego, one of the favorites. And in lane 5, Akira Nugent, the favorite. She represents Excelsior High. Lane 6, Rosalie Cooper, St. Diego High. She's a dark horse in this event. So if there's any mishap, she could come through. In lane 7, Daniel Dawkins of the Queen's School. And in lane 8, Alia Lindsay of the Convent of Mercy Alpha. So Alpha in lane 1 and lane 8. And this event, I tell you, it is going to be a real showdown between Crystal Morrison of San Diego and Akira Nugent of Excelsior, as they did in the boys and girls championship. Still Goodison not getting over what occurred a while ago. So as we get ready for the under 20 girls 100-meter hurdles final.
Benson of Calabar, 15 minutes 04.61 seconds. Second,
So again, the lane assignments.
16 minutes 04.40 seconds.
Jamara Watts of Convent of Mercy Alpha in lane 1, Claudine Smith in lane 2, lane 3, Winsome Harris of Stets, lane 4, Crystal Morrison of St. Jago High, lane 5, Akira Nugent of Excelsior, lane 6, Rosalie Cooper of St. Jago, lane 7, Daniel Dawkins of the Queen's School, and in lane 8, Alia Lindsay of the Convent of Mercy Alpha. So this is another cracking race, and the hurdles events, as they usually do, provide spills and thrills. So the
on track now, the under 20 girls 100 meter
so the
hurdles
runners
final. The lane assignments in
are
lane
going
1, 15.17 seconds.
standing behind their blocks,
In.
awaiting the
Lane 1 is empty, lane 2.
instructions from the
14.66 seconds down the
starter.
prelims. Let's make welcome Claudine Smith. In lane 3, 14.17 seconds coming in.
So lane 1 is empty, so there's no Watson from Alpha.
Winsome Harris. In lane 4, 13.91 seconds coming in, 13.47 seconds personal best from St. Jago High, Crystal Morrison. In lane 5, 13.96 seconds coming in, 13.54 seconds personal best. Let's make welcome from Excelsior, Akira Nugent. In lane 6, 14.30 seconds coming in, a personal best of 13.50 seconds.
So
From St. Jago, Rosalie Cooper. In lane 7, coming in with 14.41 seconds, personal best 14.16 seconds. From the Queen's School, Daniela Dawkins. And in lane 8, 14.64 seconds, coming in from Alpha, Alia Lindsay. That's the lineup for the girls under 20 100 meter hurdles.
and as the runners go on their mark, set position now. And to the first hurdle is Akira Nugent and Crystal Morrison. Akira Nugent and Crystal Morrison, those two battling away. Rosalie Cooper has hit a hurdle and has fallen away. Akira Nugent still. Akira Nugent in the lead. She will take this one ahead of Crystal Morrison. Winsome Harris is third for Stets. But Akira Nugent of Excelsior 13.28 seconds ahead of Crystal Morrison 13.36 and Harris 13.63 for third. But Akira Nugent taking that one ahead of Crystal Morrison. That was where the race was actually between Morrison and Nugent. They have built up a nice rivalry over the last couple of seasons, and they are two very good hurdlers. Morrison is a smooth and technical hurdler, while Akira Nugent is all power and speed. And Rosalie Cooper of St. Jago is distraught. She was doing quite well up to the third hurdle, and then she fell away, and very disappointed Rosalie Cooper there. But take nothing away from Akira Nugent and Crystal Morrison. They really made it an exciting event, and Winsome Harrison did well to come through for third. And we hope to get an interview with Akira Nugent. So, Anthony Foster, if you can, set up an interview with Akira Nugent. Not sure it's going to happen, but we would like to get an interview with Nugent, because we have some time, because they're still setting up the hurdles for the 110-meter hurdles under 17 boys. Well, I see Nugent walking away, so perhaps that interview will not take place. But a very good run there by Nugent. She's the Class 2 record holder in the 100-meter hurdles. She ran 12.91 seconds last week at the Boys and Girls Championships. And before that, she ran 12.89. So she has some of the fastest times in the world. For a junior, and she's moving from strength to strength. Raw power and speed. Akira Nugent of Excelsior High. Remember the name. So next on track is the 110-meter hurdles under 17 boys, and the lane assignments for that one, we have in lane 1 from Jamaica College, Peter Calvin. In lane 2, we have Tidri Butt from Cornwall College. And in lane 3, Ashani Sigri from Stets. Lane 4, Neil Matthew Sutherland from Jamaica College. Lane 5, Javel Granville of St. Jago High. He was second at the Boys and Girls Championship. In lane 6, we have Lamb from St. Catherine High, from Calabar High.
So confirmation of the
In lane 7, David Williams from Calabar. And in lane 8, Marlon Campbell from Morant Bay.
100-meter hurdles won by Excelsior's Akira Nugent, her time 13.26 seconds.
And so the athletes are getting ready. This one should be pretty interesting as well. Granville of St. Jago is doing pretty well. We have Sutherland of Jamaica College in there as well. Lamb of Calabar would want to feature prominently in this one. But Granville is a special talent, and we should keep an eye on him. He runs out of lane 5. So that's Javel Granville of St. Jago High. Also Sutherland of Jamaica College in lane 4. The race should be in the middle of the track. So Granville is quite speedy. He trains with Vashon Vassiani, who is the record holder in the 110-meter hurdles class 2 at Champs. So Granville knows speed. He has a great technique as well.
3 days of action here.
And it will be put to the test in this under 17 110-meter hurdles final.
The lane assignments then for the under 17 boys 110-meter hurdles. In lane 1 from Jamaica College, Peter Calvin. Lane 2 from Cornwall College, Tidri Butt. Lane 3 from St. Elizabeth Technical, Ashani Sigri. Lane 4 from Jamaica College, Neil Matthew Sutherland. Lane 5 from St. Jago, Javel Granville. Lane 6 from Calabar, Deshaun Lamb. Lane 7 from Calabar, David Williams. And in lane 8 from Morant Bay High, Marlon Campbell.
So they are standing behind their blocks now. Calvin, Butt, Sigri, Sutherland, Granville, Lamb, Williams, Campbell. On their mark. Set position now. Oh, and it's a faulty, and could be a false start because I saw Granville looked like as if he twitched there, so that would be a big blow for the San Diego athlete. I saw a twitch. Let's hope it's a faulty start, but I saw a twitch from Granville of San Diego. Let's see what the officials are going to say. And he has gotten a red card. I know my eyes weren't fooling me. I saw a movement there from Granville. I saw a twitch. So I'm not sure what's going to happen here, if he's going to run under protest, but I saw a movement from Granville, a trigger movement, and then he came back. So that's what was reflected on the sensor, apparently. So the reaction time there would have been illegal based on what they're seeing up there. But there was a twitch from Granville, who is extremely disappointed. And I'm not sure if he's going to run under protest, but it would not make a difference because even if he wins, it won't count. So it's best for him to leave the area. Very disappointing end for Javel Granville, who was the favorite for this event. But I saw the movement and I called it right away. So we're now down to 7 athletes with the favorite out. So this tag will now go to Sutherland of Jamaica College, in my opinion. Good start there. So Sutherland from Jamaica College, he's moving away from the field. Here is Lamb from Calabar, but Sutherland and Lamb from Calabar. Sutherland and Lamb. Lamb's moving ahead, and Lamb will take us ahead of Sutherland. Good win there for Lamb of Calabar, 13.48 seconds. Upstaging Sutherland there, who must have been thrown off by the false start, but good run there by Lamb, 13.44, ahead of Sutherland, 13.58, and Sigri, 13.86 for Sigri. So, good run there for Lamb. Disappointment for Granville. And Sutherland was just edged out on the line there by Lamb. So, that one had quite a bit of drama in it. And let's see if it will affect Granville's teammate, Vashon Vassiana, who comes up next in the under 20 boys 110 meter hurdles final. So the Calabar supporters are cheering on Lamb. They call him Lamborghini. So that's quite a fitting name. It sounds better than Lamb to some people, so they call him Lamborghini. So good win there for Lamb. So as we get ready for the under 20 boys 110 meter hurdles final, I give you the lane assignments. Ricardo Smith of Leonidas Athletic Club. We have Raheem Christian of Clarendon College. Brighton Senior of Rossies High, he's pretty special. Vashon Vassiano of St. Jago High, he's the favorite. Rashid Broadbell of St. Jago High, he's also a very good customer, and the battle could be between the St. Jago athletes as well as senior of Rossies. In lane 6, we have Michael Buchanan of Stets. In lane 7, Jordan Woodley of Rossies High. And in lane 8, we have Jerome Campbell of Calabar High. So this one should be a cracker as well, with the two St. Jago athletes, Vashon Vassiani and Rashid Broadbell, being challenged by Brighton Senior of Rossies High. in this one. So this could be a bang-up finish. Vassiana has speed. He's a double gold medalist at the recent Boys and Girls Championship. He won the Class 2 110-meter hurdles in a record 13.26, and before that he upstaged the Kingston College pair of Tariq Stennett and Bawaji and Krumi in the 100 meters, where he ran a lifetime best of 10.38 seconds. So Vassiani has speed, he has technique, he has class. So let's see how he goes in this one. So boys under 20 110-meter hurdles final.
Time now for the lane assignments for the under 20 boys 110-meter hurdles.
So disappointment for St. Jago in the previous event.
In lane 1, representing Leonidas
So
Athletics, 15.10 seconds coming in.
let's see
from Ricardo Smith. Lane 2,
what's going to happen here.
seconds coming in from Clarendon College, Rain Christian. Lane 3, 13.76 seconds coming in from Recies, Brighton Senior.
So Smith, Christian,
Lane 4, 13.57
Senior,
seconds coming in
Vassiana,
from St. Jago
Broadbell,
High,
Buchanan,
Vassiana.
Woodley, and Campbell.
Lane 5, 13.86 seconds coming in from St. Jago, Rashid Broadbell. Lane 7, that's lane 6 rather, 14.27 seconds coming in from St. Elizabeth.
So
Michael Buchanan.
So we are now at the
Lane
final
7,
event of
14.33
this
seconds coming in from
trials,
Recies,
Carifta trials.
Giovanni Woodley.
This is the final
In
event,
lane
the
8,
under 20 boys
14.37 coming in from
110-meter
Calabar,
hurdles
Jerome Campbell.
final. And so the athletes asked to get into their blocks. So let's see what Vassiana and Broadbell and will do in this one. Second, so St. Jago 1-2 punch there, and Broadbell 13.14. But things happening in that race. At least 3.14 seconds for that Vassiana. So one takes pride in bringing you the best